Brr. Okay.
Hello, everyone. You know what I want to be singing today? I guess you wouldn't want to hear my wonderful voice, but I want to sing You Are My Sunshine because we finally have sunshine and we finally got weather that's going to be in the 70s and it's going to stay there all week. But you know what? Debbie and I get so excited when it gets weather like this because you know what that means? That means outdoor concerts, and we are so excited, especially this year. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm feeling better and I'm going to be dancing.
That's
And
right.
the COVID thing has subsided. So with that, I am going to say, hey, Deb, how you doing?
Well, with the spirit of summer concerts, I decided to sport my little hat here, and I am so excited. Actually, I got to tell you, this morning I stopped, and it's the summer stuff, and I happen to be driving by Jewel, and in our area, you guys, Jewel has hibiscus trees for $21.99.
Wow,
21.
that's nice.
It's a good price. So I grabbed one and I put it on my deck, and I said, okay, this is it. Summer's here. I feel like I can feel we've got sun, we've got this, and we can be out and about and we can do stuff. So I love this topic because here's the dealio. Lori and I just talked about it, and we said we are going to be promoting where we're going and we're going to be doing stuff. And, for people that know us from high school or people who know us through here, or even if you just want to go have fun and meet new people, this is what we're going to do. And we're going to talk about it and post it. And we'll be posting regularly. And Lori's got the lowdown on the bands. And we've got some bands we're following. And we have a few more that we are following that we're going to try to get some interviews on, hopefully in this next future. But with that, Laura, I'm going to turn it over to you and go, hey, what have you got?
Well, I tell you, what is really exciting, Semple is a band that I absolutely love. Keith Semple is the leader of the band. And just a little tidbit about him is he's from England, but then he came over. Actually, he's from Ireland. And then he was in England and he won American Idol in there in Britain, in England, I should say. I hope I'm saying this right, Keith. But then Seventh Heaven calls him and he asked him if he would like to come and join their band. So anybody that knows Seventh Heaven knows that they're fantastic. They got their concert sheets out. You go to their website, you can go to their Facebook page, and you can check out Seventh Heaven. We absolutely love them. They're great entertainment, they're great dance music. But get back to Semple. I just want to tell you his history. He's got another band that he started. It is progressive rock. I think it's a little bit of metal. I got to see them. It was fantastic. If you love heavy metal music and just storytelling with just the guitars and all the instruments, there's a few vocals in it. But he's playing this Saturday in Naperville. And so if anybody wants to check that out, go ahead and do that. But they're starting to have their concerts. They're going to be playing all over the place. They just have a few on their website. But again, if you're interested with them, just look up their website and stuff. Let me see here. I have, another favorite band of ours, Debbie, Strung Out.
Yep.
That's the band we had for our class reunion, our 40 reunion. Oh my God, they were the best. Well, I got those right here. They're actually going to be playing. They actually played in March at Italian Cultural Society, and that was sold out. Their next event is going to be May 5th, which is today. And they're going to be playing in Tinley Park, North and Maple. And then I have one of the other places that they're playing on May 7th. They're going to be doing, I'm sure you heard of this, Debbie, the Ride Janie Ride benefits.
Oh, yes, I have. Isn't it a Harley thing?
It's a Harley thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the true meaning behind it is, but I think it's something from somebody that passed away, right?
I think so. Yeah.
They do this whole thing. So yeah, they're going to be doing that. And then they're going to be doing the Lockport Moose the following weekend. That's all they had on their website. But if you go on there and again, go on Facebook and look up Strung Out Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm now, let's see here. I looked up this band Anthem, which we're gonna go see next weekend on Saturday. Kevin Willison is the leader of that band. He's been in multiple bands, very talented guy. I happen to know him since he was young. He played football with my brother and he went to Downers Grove North with us. So we're all gonna go over there and check it out. So we'll have more on them. Well, Debbie, I'm bringing it back to you.
Hey, do you remember when we went to go see a band that so apparently the people, whoever it was on American Idol, and we saw it when we were over at DuPage Inn, and your brother knew who it was? Who was that? Do you remember?
American Idol.
We went to DuPage Inn and they played, and your brother was the one that got it together. Keep a side note on that because we got to find out who that is. I was thinking we want to.
Oh yeah, I remember that band. They were really good.
They were really good. Yeah, let's find out who that is.
And I could always put it in there.
Yeah,
Putting stuff in there. I'll start putting stuff in every week with some of the bands are playing. But
yeah,
Debbie's gonna talk to you about some venues, but these venues, you have to go on their websites. They have bands every week. There's new bands. And
well,
go ahead.
no, go ahead. Sorry, no. Well, I was just gonna say, you guys, okay, it's so much easier now, right? We don't have to be sitting there like trying to figure this out as easy. We can go to our computer. I have up on my one computer over here, it's like I've got Summer Concerts 2023, and it's just going right down the list of so many places. I'm just gonna give you a couple bullet points of a few of the towns on what the nights they do, because virtually you could almost go to something almost every evening, right? Oh, Lord, you said Oak Lawn is on Sundays, so that's nice. Sometimes Sundays is a great time, okay? Downers has Wednesday evening, Fishel Park. This is the only one that I printed, which we can take things like this and we can actually post them. But what's cool about this is there is something every single week that we would love to be at. There's no doubt about it. They're all good performers.
Comment on that. Just some great things about that. You could bring your own liquor there, but they do have vendors there that sell beer and wine. They have like vendors there you can eat. And you know what the great thing about it? It's in a band shell, Deb. I know you've been there. It has great bathrooms. Okay. A reason why I interrupt you to tell you that is really important, especially for people around our age. We don't like going in those porta potties, but if you do,
I hate those things. Yeah.
They have great bathrooms and great parking. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that is a very valid point. I agree with you. I think another one that's a really good one that we've been to that does have some of that too, but it's a little bit harder to get to, is the Burridge one on Thursday evenings. I wish it was a Friday evening, but it's a Thursday evening. But they do have some vendors, but you can also bring your own. And we had gone there to go see, who did we go see?
We saw Strung Out there.
Yeah.
I think we saw Semple there. I don't know, but
we saw, yeah. Well, what's funny is the people there, they had like their tables set up, like if they were tailgating or having charcuterie stuff, and it was like tablecloth and everything, and they really get into it. The thing about it is, guys, if you don't organize it and go there, you're going to miss out. And really, this is the time you should do it, because we feel like we're able to get out more and more. Westmont has Wednesday nights, Lisle and Clarendon Hills and Bolingbrook all in addition have Wednesday nights at their promenades or their park districts. Okay, so that's good. Hinsdale does Thursday nights, but Wheaton does Friday night. Now, Friday night seems to me like a better night, or Saturday.
Right.
I want to say Lombard, and I might be wrong, but Lombard has their car show / concert night on Saturday nights. I'm pretty positive. But here's an interesting one, Lori. We got to mark this one down. Oak Brook, walk in the park with a wine tasting and a concert.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
And guys, this is all free.
Yeah.
You don't pay for these concerts.
Right.
Bring a chair, and like I said, like bring a little cooler, have that stuff set in your car and keep it there for the whole summer, because you'll be using it. And it's so much fun. Say, hey, call a friend up. Hey, I'm going over to Burridge tonight. You want to come and hang out? And we run into homeless people we know. It seems like that's so much fun.
Go ahead. What?
That's why. Go ahead.
Obviously, we both have the gift of gab. We do this all the time. We laugh so much. No, I was just gonna say, guys, we're looking at concerts, but look at the car show thing too, because the car shows usually always have a band of some sort. Local, usually local, because they get people that like. Let's just face it, these places that are getting these good bands, they're paying money, good money. So they're hoping to get a good draw because they're hoping that you're gonna, buy alcohol, do whatever, support the band, buy some of their swag, whatever, right? But when it comes to the car shows, they're getting some of the local yokels that are actually really like good performers that are, and it's fun and you get to hear music. So I know Westmont has a car show on Thursday. Downers is still doing Friday, but it's removed away from the downtown area. They've removed it. A lot of people think they don't have their car show, but it's right by the Moose Lodge, like where Starbucks is on the corner. And then they take that whole parking lot over there, which they've redone part of that. And then they have it all set up over there. So it's smaller and more condensed, but not a bad deal, right? And so, again, other places that have, you just got to look around. And feel free. Like if you're like, hey, we're grabbing people, we're going to Plainfield because we're going to Plainfield Days or whatever, and there's gonna be a concert and we're going. Let people know that, So that's my deal.
There's stuff going every week. I'm telling you. Are you have more on any other fest going on, Deb? Otherwise, I'm going to talk about some of the distant ones.
I don't have anything off the top of my head except for one other one that I want to say that let's make a goal. Let's set a goal. Downers Grove Rotary Fest. Okay. The big draw. Oh, the big draw. See, we have this thing. Me and her. Okay. Me and Lori will have an idea and we'll all of a sudden call each other. And like the other day I said, hey, there's somebody we need to interview. I had it on my mind. She goes, oh my goodness, I just emailed him. And I'm like, this is so crazy. So anyways, go ahead. You take it over for Downers. Go.
Rotary Fest is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like right downtown. You'll see it. I don't know what street that is. It's by the library.
Yeah.
But they're going to be having it June 23rd, June 24th, and June 25th. From noon to 9:30 p.m. They do not have the name of any of the bands, but they usually draw really good. Oh, you have the bands?
I do. My friends tagged me on Facebook. I do know Seventh Heaven is one of the headliners for one of the nights.
What night? Saturday?
Let me find it real quick. Isn't this a great thing?
We love Seventh Heaven. You know what, too? If you guys don't know these bands, go on YouTube and click on their name. Their songs are on YouTube, so you can know what kind of. That's what I do. Like when I go to the Downers Grove Fest ones during the week, the ones under at Bandshell Fisher Park, I go and I look them up to see if I would really like them or not. Yeah, we've got such things right in front of us that we could just do. Look up.
Totally. I can't find her that fast. I don't know why. Well, I do know she sent it to me and it was the lineup. And she said she knew that I liked Seventh Heaven. So she's like, look, and I go, oh, yeah, we'll be there. I mean, remember when we did our 60th birthday party booth? That was cool.
Yeah.
Cool for our class of 79. That was awesome.
What band was Semple playing that night?
I think he was playing that night. I do not remember. Wasn't it raining or wasn't it? Something was going on.
We had a birthday party for our class because we all 60 years old that year. It was fun.
It was fun.
You have a birthday party for all your relatives in one day,
Yep.
And stuff. And we were able to get a little, the tent thing that the fest did for us. And it was nice. Really
absolutely.
Nice. So, okay, Seventh Heaven probably is going to be either Friday or Saturday, right?
I believe so. And then I know Taste of Westmont, they've got a good one. They usually have a pretty good draw. They had a Queen band last time that we went to. They were good. They were, I mean, hey, the problem is I think you cannot, some of the bands are harder when the acoustics in the outdoors.
Yeah, so they are indoor, but you know what? Who cares? You're out there just enjoying it and stuff.
Totally.
I'm so excited. I can't tell you, this fest here I'm going to talk about was a fest that I have known for years. I think They've been doing it for maybe 30 something years, because I remember my son and I used to sit on the roof at the flower shop, and that is the Eyes to the Sky
Yeah.
Blue Fest 2023. It is the coolest fest. You want to see these big balloons of all these colors launch off. It's amazing. We used to, like I said, we used to sit on the roof of the flower shop, which was right down the street from that. And in the morning, Tony and I would go out on the roof and we would watch the balloons come right over us. It was nice. And they have music, live music, they have rides, they have food. It's a great fest to go to. And the date on that is going to be this year, June 16th through June 18th. Years ago, it used to be over 4th of July. And on the day of 4th of July, they would have a parade. And we would have a float in the parade every year. It was so much fun. One year we gave out 1,000 roses.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, but look up these fests again, I will try to list them all on our thing. So if you're looking for some and you don't remember what we're talking about, but it's Eyes to the Sky Balloon Festival. All right. We talked about Bolingbrook. All right, here's another great place, right? Absolutely wonderful is the Milwaukee Fest.
Oh yeah.
The Summer Fest. I got the names of some of the Summer Fest. Dave Matthews Band is playing June 29th.
Wow.
Anybody else I know that's going to be there? I think Janet Jackson's going to be available. I got
Oh my God, are you serious?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, Janet Jackson's going to be there. Actually, May 28th.
Wow.
I gotta buy tickets for the concerts. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's some Sheryl Crow is gonna be there and James Taylor but you know what else they have? They have fests all summer long. Sorry about my voice.
That's okay.
All summer long, like they have the Italian Fest,
Mhm.
the Polish Fest, and they have, I don't know how many different ones they have. The German Fest. And what they do is they set up, it's always in the same area by the water, and they set it up with the type of, nationality. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. They have the food from that area. They have bands that play there too, some ethnic bands and some other bands, like the Italian Fest would have Italian food. They have a American Idol competition.
Oh wow.
It's fun. It's fun. And it really, to go see all the different nationalities in their fest, it's great. All right, I will tell you a great thing about those fests. Parking is phenomenal. You know what you do? You don't have to park at the fest. You can
Okay.
park at any of the exits, or any of the places that have, they're overhead. Do you know what I'm talking about? You can park like at an exit, and they have like the bridge that goes over, cars go,
Oh, okay.
any of the intersections beforehand.
Okay.
And then they have a bus and they have a tram,
Oh
And-
my.
and you just get on there and it takes you right to the fest. So you don't have
Wow.
to park downtown. You could park at somewhere where you feel your car is safe, walk to the top of where the cars go over and the
Okay.
crosses, and you'll see the tram and whatever they call tram, whatever. And they'll pick you up. And I don't remember last time. I think it was free, but I think there's a cost for it. But the thing is, you don't have to park your car down there and worry about not getting parking or not knowing how to park. Did I explain that okay?
That's awesome. Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, my voice is not good today, so it's hard for me to speak. But yeah, it's great and it's clean. I mean, it's way better than going downtown to Chicago, because we all know what happens down there. So
I know.
suggest you go to Milwaukee. It's only 2 hours away, so
Yeah.
come home the same day. Oh, real quick, for all you people that are listening that are not from around here, and even in Europe and wherever you're at, Mexico, I know you guys have fests. Do the same thing Debbie and I did. Go online and check out what's going on. You know, you could also, Debbie, what I would suggest to do, we should do is get the calendar out and then mark down possibly where we're going to go on certain days.
Yeah.
So we know ahead of time. So we're not, oh shoot, we forgot to go to this place, this one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's that. Do you have anything more?
Yeah, I do want to say one thing, and I agree with you. You know what? That's going to be our little homework. We need to look because
Right.
weekend, it seems like there's almost something going on. A lot of these are starting in May 23rd, I noticed, is about where that week there. So they're starting the week of right prior before Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
So I want to just make mention too, what about Plainfield? Remember, that's where we saw Keith Semple in Plainfield.
Yeah,
Remember that one time? They have a fantastic festival.
Yeah, they have a great festival in Plainfield. I used to live there, and that's why we went there. I didn't even check what their dates are. I know they have 2 fests that they have during the summer. One should be soon, actually.
Yeah.
I'll put it on our page, but yeah, they have great bands and they have great food. Around here, and I don't know if if we're talking to anybody out of state or whatever, we have a restaurant called Capri. And Capri goes out, it's an Italian restaurant, phenomenal food. This Italian loves their food. And they actually put a table outside their restaurant and they sell like meatballs and stuff like that. Meatballs is big. And yeah, like meatballs in a bowl. It's a good fest. All these fests that we're going to talk about, you can bring children. Make sure that, you pack stuff, your suntan lotion and all the other stuff that can prevent you from getting burned. And make sure you do that, and make sure you bring some, have a cooler with some ice, because these fests sometimes get really, really hot. Don't you agree, Deb?
I agree. And I think that we've learned this. I remember we were the moms with the coolers in the car. And, I wouldn't be like saying, I'm going to go through a drive-through. I had water, juice, whatever. He had the snacks. So, why not? Right. But why the adult beverages as well? Because, it can cost an arm and a leg. But then, go ahead, treat yourself at a fest and get the stuff you want to spend the money on. Right. So definitely. But I think this is great. I think we've given you guys a lot of nuts and bolts of places that we are thinking we're going to go to, and we'll put it out there. We'll also put it out for anybody that's listening here that went to school with us. We'll put it on Downers Grove North's thing too, because
agenda. I'd like to see everybody. One more, Debbie, a shout out. I have a feeling I'm going to say it wrong because I always do.
It's okay.
What is it? Evia?
Oh my gosh, Aviva. Why did we forget that? They have their huge.
Oh my gosh, what a great fest that is.
Oh yes. They have it, and they like block off that whole area, and they have the stage, and they have the bands going from what is it, maybe 1:00 in the afternoon all the way into the evening. Is it 2 days or 1 day? Remember, we had the beautiful seats where we had with our bag chairs. And then we turned to the one side, and then we ran into that one girl I knew, and then we were running into people everywhere we went. It was great.
And it's a restaurant that puts, and there's a lot of restaurants that are doing it. They set up a thing outside and stuff. So if you're in the area, look for us, and we'll be happy. And you know what? If you're not in the area, send pictures and post them on our Facebook page. I'm challenging all of you.
Yep.
What you're doing for fun.
Yep. Let's make this the funnest summer ever.
Well, for it. Oh, I should have had a glass of wine here.
Oh yeah. Well, daydream. I don't know. I gotta go to work. But anyways, all right, Laura. Thanks everybody for listening to all our fun. And Laura, you want to close us out?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm so excited. Everybody enjoy the weekend. God bless y'all. And I just want to say, I'm Lori.
I'm Debbie.
And we're friends helping friends. God bless all of you.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.